As a search engine optimization management tool, I really enjoy using the Firefox browser. Because of the nature of its development and open source community, a lot of people develop plugins that extend the functionality of the Firefox browser. Of course, some of these plugins are based for search engine optimizers. One that I always recommend people install into their Firefox browser, and you can also find these for many other browsers, but Firefox is the primary one. It's the Search Status plugin. After you install it onto the browser, you will find your toolset down at the bottom right-hand side of the browser. Now, just a quick look at some of the functions that it will provide. The first thing is it will give PageRank. Now, PageRank, depending upon who you talk to in the SEO community, some people think it is very important, others think it is a waste of time. My personal opinion is that I really don't pay much attention to PageRank. A few years ago, it was something to know about, but it really wasn't something you could control or develop. And so PageRank is simply Google's assessment of the importance of a web page. However, they've gone years without updating it, and as a result, I don't really pay too much attention to it. Alexa is a company that attempts to give a popularity rating to a website in comparison to other websites online. Now, Alexa, by any standard, isn't specific. You're not going to get an exhaustive rating or an exhaustive amount of information from Alexa. Really, it's good just for a comparison, but really beyond that, that's about all you're going to get out of it. What I really like about the Search Status extension is the toolset you get when you right-click or option-click, if you're using a Mac, on the Search Status extension logo. All of a sudden now, you have a multitude of tools available to you. You can start by looking at the backward links just to this page, beyond this page, the backward links of the entire domain, and beyond the domain. You can also see the search engines. How many pages do they have listed for this site? You can also ask it to highlight a specific keyword. So if I decide to highlight iPod for this article, all of the words are now highlighted. So that certainly helps if I'm looking to see how many times a word appears on a page. You can also look at keyword density. I want to see how many times iPod is being used in relation to other words on the page, and it'll let me know that it shows up in the title, in the body text 11 times, 1 time in an H1, H2, or an H3, 3 times in links, never in a bold, once in the meta description, and once in the meta keywords. So it gives me an overview of how many times a specific word is used in ideal optimization areas. It will also allow you to look at the who is, look at the page or the domain in archive.org, or also just look at the meta tags. This is a great function that allows you to very quickly, especially for a competitor site, get a sense of what words a competitor is optimizing for. You can get in and very quickly see the title, keywords, meta description of that page without going in and looking at the code. So this is just a quick overview of one of the substantial tools that I enjoy using just to troubleshoot my site, look at competitor sites, and get a fast view of the words that they are trying to use and a good comparison between my sites and the competitor sites that I'm looking at.